over 4. All right, Warwick boy. Let's see what you got, guys. I'm gonna run one and then one coaching, and then I'm gonna take my lunch break. It's Friday. It feels so good to be Friday, dude. It feels so good to be Friday. Hope you guys had a good week. We just got our monthly LAN game out of the way. I feel good about that. What's up? Is the overlay fucked? Overlay looks okay-ish. Oh, it's a little fucked. Okay, I see it. There we go. That should help.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Let's see it. Let's see it. After PD up Korea, yes. The real challenge is the LAN server. It's just duo. Duo's rigged. Like, duo is the best way to enjoy League once you've maxed out your skill gap for the most part. Sounds really douchey to say, but there's just so much time wasted playing solo. It's unreal. Duo is just so chill because you can just, you have your strat, your buddy has his strat. You don't drop many games as long as you stick to the plan. You keep each other off of tilt, and you just get really good win rates. I don't even know. LAN players already counting the days. Yeah. Yeah, it's, dude, that's how it is, man. All right, we got a blue start. Blue start's pretty standard on Warwick. Really like blue side start on, or I'm sorry, blue side, blue starts. I really like it on Warwick just because of, wow. Are we really dealing with this right now? Shit. Okay. So what the fuck happened here? Oh, I hate the duo exists, but I'm gonna take advantage of it. Fuck yeah. This is weird. So you know you're probably getting invaded. You smartly back down. This is just... This is a rough situation. I think you play it okay. What you really want to do as a jungler here is you're looking at your smite, how much smite your damage does as you're walking up to this, and how much damage your Q does. So you're looking really to go in at about like 400. Basically, at any point at 400, if you're in Q range, you Q smite and you'll get the kill. So, what do you do here? If you notice, it looks like you Q'd. I don't even know if you got your smite off in time. But either way, it should have been a Q smite at the same time. But Darius throws it anyways. Oh yeah, they threw it. Heimerdinger's probably never getting that kill. Alright, let's talk about this. This is a weird replay to submit to me for multiple reasons, right? First off, not only do we get invaded and fucked with, but we also have a situation where these guys overstay. If I'm in your shoes, you could try to path straight to the enemy blue at this point and be justified in doing so. Most of the time you'll be able to take it. Or you could do the safer line and just be like, all right, whatever, and go to your red and keep farming. Me and solo queue, I prefer to just go straight to the blue. Especially when I see this going on the top. Heimerdinger gets the... Oh, actually, no. There's no way you get it in time, to be honest. Yeah. You could go to the red, because we have to put ourselves in the mind of the enemy, okay? So we can go to red or we can go to blue. We really want to match the fact that we lost our buff. In solo queue, oftentimes, it's best to just path into the enemy jungle after something like this happens, and to just go and take their camp as well. But I think if you go to red, you pull the red to the brush here, you finish the red, you have the plant to use, you should be okay in most cases. It's a weird start. You're going to have to take some weird risks to get back in the game. Or not. I suppose you could also just AFK farm and hope to just catch up organically with like catch up XP and everything. But I prefer to take more of an aggressive like countermeasure where it's like, okay, we got invaded, let's invade him. But you do this, which I think either's alright. But as you can see, if you pathed in a straight line to red, you're never getting... You would have had red already. You might actually get caught doing this now. Thank God we don't. But it works out. Whatever. Really weird open to get invaded at our blue like this. This guy's at our camps. He's in our ass. Okay, well, he's free food now. He's incredibly out of line here, so thankfully... Sweet. Yeah, so he gets trapped invading, so he throws it. He's dead now. You can... We have some options. We can go into enemy jungle, and sometimes we get camps. There's really no risk here. If you take wolves from him, you get level 4. You also have red buff and challenging smite completed, and you win a straight up 1v1. You like to just stay on your side. You need to understand that Warwick's very strong into Kayn, and that Kayn can't do anything to you in like a straight up 1v1. He can't fuck with you at all. So I think I kind of disagree here. I would start punishing this guy for failing so many invades, and I would start looking to get in and poke around in this jungle at this point. You could take Scuttle on the way through or not. I don't really care about that. As long as you're monitoring the lanes, you won't get caught. You should be fine. Our Heimerdinger's 4-0. Go ahead and hit the plant. See, this is a mistake because at this point you've been on the back foot. This guy's thrown it though, and now you're level 4 with red buff. Hit the plant. Look for an opportunity to maybe take wolves, maybe take Gromp or something. You have vision of pretty much everyone, and as long as you manage the plant, as long as you pull towards the plant, you should be a-okay. I guess you're uncomfortable because of Malzahar though, maybe. That's fine. The flash is completely unnecessary, I think. That was unneeded. You don't need to blow flash for that. He's dead whether you flash or not. You guys are just wasting summoners left and right. At this point, shove mid. Help brother LeBlanc out. You do Raptors. Such a weird game. You back now. How much gold do you have? What are you buying? I see. Okay. So you get the Tiamat for the fast clear. And we're pathing towards top now. I like this gank by you. I was looking at top to consider maybe fucking with Darius, but Heimerdinger's mana's too low. The main reason I'm looking at Darius is because your Heimerdinger's crushing top lane right now. And you can just quickly run in and pop him, and he doesn't really have any counterplay. But I enjoy that you came around and got this Malzahar too. That's a pretty free gank. So you shove the lane. You're free to hit tower a couple times if you so desire, because there's nothing up for you to do at the moment. I think I would have preferred a couple autos to the tower. Feels like you're over ganking now. I think you should probably just back as opposed to dicking around down here like you're gonna do something. I feel like this was wasted time. You walked all the way to bottom to stand around without your ult, without your flash, without any reliable way to get these kills. And the lane was pushing. Like, it was very... It is a lot of wasted value there. I love what you're doing to this guy. Now shove and immediately farm. Clear everything. Now we're finally peeking into the enemy jungle. And you path to mid again. Shove mid again. I mean, you are... I love how you had a plan this game. And you weren't fucking around. Focus the tower down. Good job. So we do wolves, blue, you go and hold top tower. Dude, aside from the weird open, for the first like 15 minutes of this game, I don't mind what you did here. I really don't. I don't hate anything about this gameplay right now, so that's very good. That bodes well for you. Obviously, we missed the smite. But like on the invade or whatever, the level 1 shit. But I don't mind how you just fucking relentlessly ganked this mid lane and got the tower down. This was all solid so far, I think. I can't speak too hard on like a Warwick, like what's the correct... Okay, you tarted out. You tarted out, dude. You tarted out so hard. Yeah, the flash was bad. I hate this. Yeah, the timing was so bad. I like that you're holding the tower. But you're level 9 versus level 9 Darius. You've tanked like, you know, 40% of your HP, 60%, right? And you decide to like try to get him under tower, to lock him in under tower. But even if you get him under tower, it's level 9 versus level 9. You're never just one-shotting him here. You're never killing him. It's just a very like me jungle, but me don't know how to lane type of play that didn't make any sense to me. And it's super throwy by you. Your open was so strong, and then you just quickly like leaked a massive, like you just gave this guy an opportunity to come back. You gave him double buffs. You gave him way more XP than he should ever get. Yeah, it was a let me int real quick type of play. That was just really out of line by you. The pitter patter. I'm gonna be a dick and say your team doesn't need you here. I have no reason to believe that they're gonna lose this fight anytime soon. Kane is super gimped. You can go ahead and start pathing down to farm if you'd like. Split resources. If your teammates are doing the job for you, it's solo queue. We don't have matching jerseys or anything like that. If your teammates have this, the enemy team isn't contesting it, and you can see the enemy team isn't contesting it, but based on Malzar's positioning and how he's not rotating or anything, go ahead and go down towards chickens, and then go down towards golems if you like, and again, split resources. They will definitely get this with or without you being there. How cringy. Nah, you've been alright, dude. We'll have the replay in the VODs. So yeah, I think if you don't help with this, you would have already had this cleared, and then you would have also been able to rotate to dragon a little bit more comfortably and not felt pressured here. This is what I mean by splitting resources. So you would have been in position to take that dragon, 100%. Did no one pick it up? That would actually be really funny if they all left it. No, Jinx had it. Jinx had it. You guys are tripping. You guys are noobs. Noob Twitch chat. Yeah, the Jinx Rift is horrible. Don't worry too much about it.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
The hell? You rushed this fight. You completely rushed this fight. I don't know what this was. This move was not logical at all. So you randomly go out into bot. You're all the way down in the corner of bot lane, with a Jinx with like no mana. This is just, there's no reliability here. It's not like you're 1v1ing. It's not like you're 2v1ing. It was just a very strange... This whole thing was strange by us. And then like you ulted weird. You do get the kill though, but pretty sure you're fucked now. This is one of those situations where it works out, but I'm like, I'm necking myself after I watch it back on the replay viewer. You know what I mean? It's one of those like, I'm a Muppet playing a game of League with Muppets. Because it's just such a bad fight to take. Like, it's not supposed to work. That was so bizarre. You just randomly show up to bottom and like fight two people in a weird 2v2 and then kill somebody else. I don't know why you keep challenging this Darius. And you did it once at the tower and now you're doing it again. And you're like going off to side lanes and like fucking with them. I don't know why you hate him so much. He's just not every other champion on their team you do great against. So I'm okay with you like chilling and wave clearing and matching his push or whatever the hell you're thinking of doing. But don't fight him. Just walk away from him. Don't full on engage him. Just hold him for a second and then move on to something more important. You don't have to prove anything to that top laner. Wow. We opened that up, by the way, by getting caught topside. Now this, you know, I would be looking for Jhin if he's alone. Sometimes Braum shows up. If Braum shows up, you don't go for it. LeBlanc's pushing top. Okay. LeBlanc's pushing top. Baron's up. Why not? You know where the enemy's gonna go. Where is Epic Pen right now, please? You know where the enemy is going to go. Where are they going to go with LeBlanc pushing top? They're going to meet her. The enemy will wind up here. Enemy will be here, okay? So you should be pathing up and getting vision in the Baron, because you know you're safe to do it. And then you have the dragon you can rotate down to. Or if you want, you guys can get crazy and you can get Heimerdinger to go over to Baron with you, and you guys can just munch Baron down. Alright? Super baked in this game. Yeah. I know about being super baked, but it was only that stupid edible that I took. That was the reason why I was super baked. Same thing that I tell the support players, I tell the junglers. Help with vision. Control that vision on that fucking Baron. You have this unique opportunity that we normally don't get in solo queue, where we get a quick Baron if we want. We can two-man it. You have Warwick with super lifesteal and Heimerdinger with super Baron damage. So now we can take that Baron at any time. If they go to Dragon and we have vision to Baron, we immediately start Baron, and then there you go. There's a YouTube video for that, MIDI. So here, you see how you're just kind of like stationary? You're not playing off of what's happening. Here comes that group gank that I was telling you about, right? And we don't have vision of anything. See? There they go. See? We could have vision here all through this right now. And then we can be deciding to drag in. We can be deciding to push. We can do all of that. You're in kind of a weird spot right there. You're kind of chilling. Kind of chilling a little bit. And now you're running all the way to top lane. Why? Enemy team's pushing mid. Oh no, this is like when you don't split push. Oh boy. This was so weird. Okay, so you backed at a really weird moment. You didn't really go proactive for the Baron. Your team went crazy. There's a lot of variables here that basically have lost us the game, or it lost us a lot of objectives. And you also AFK'd for like 10 seconds mid-game. And then LeBlanc goes bottom. Outplayed. And then she suicides. Alright, this game got messy as shit. Get inhib, and then you die. Yeah. Alright, let's talk about this game. The first 15 minutes or so, you were a beast. You took really good advantage of the Malzahar. Thank you, thank you. Wow, thanks. You took good advantage of the Malzahar. You reganked him over and over and over again, and I was happy with that. I thought for the most part you made relatively good decisions, given that you had a rough start. The problem that I have, though, as this game dragged on, is that you just made some really derpy moves, and the derpy moves catch up to you. You challenged a Darius randomly twice, and died basically doing that twice. You randomly went down to bot lane. You have a tendency to play toward the side lanes as a jungler a lot, which is not a very good idea as a jungler. Junglers can't afford to do that because if they play towards the side lanes, they're not unable to help their team. They're unable to work off with their teammates. They're unable to farm, and they're unable to get vision of Baron. So I think that your open was nice and strong, and I like how you re-ganked this guy over and over again. But when you have, like, when you go into a lane, lane rules apply. If the guy's level 9 and you're level 9 as a jungler, you don't need to challenge. If he's, you know, maybe if he's low-ish, you know, maybe if he used an ultimate, maybe you can try to challenge. But for the most part, you don't challenge laners as a jungler. You don't. You only kill them in a 2v1 or if they're already gimped. Or if you're super fed. That's just how this game is designed right now. You don't get to, it's not season 6. You don't get to emerge out of the jungle and one-shot a top laner and just fight him. Then beyond that, the other issues that I had with this replay was that you decided randomly to back instead of using pressure. LeBlanc was splitting, so you already know where the enemy team's going to stop her if your teammate's pushing out. That's a good thing. Your teammates pressuring the map is a good thing. If you're not using that pressure in some way, like, I'm not saying you go and just start suiciding on Baron or suiciding on Dragon. I'm saying just get vision. Start figuring out where people are, who you can pick, where you can go. Playing towards the back half of the map while your teammate's pushing is super dangerous. And that's exactly what happened there. LeBlanc was pushing again. You were in the base, like, backing for some reason, and your team gets caught and you couldn't help them at all. And then as a result, the whole map gets taken, and then within like 5 minutes, we've lost everything and then the game. So those are my notes. Now, the other thing I'll say to you on this replay is I know it was an unlucky start. I know it was a rough open, but I don't think that really like did anything because the Kayn threw it. I think it was more your decision making. Started off strong and then you fell flat. So just as a rule, yeah, it's great to spam gank lanes. After you start knocking down towers, start working that vision. You know, get your red trinket, get your vision down on Baron, control the areas, control the fights, and wait for the opportunity. Because in this game, you had a Heimerdinger, and you had a Jinx and a Janna. You had a comp that was really awesome, and a LeBlanc splitting with teleport. You had a comp that was really awesome to set up Baron, but you never once went to control Baron, and you kept running off to side lanes being weird, when in reality, we could just take all this vision and then threaten it constantly and pull people to us so that we can pull easy picks. Okay, cool. Good replay. It was good to watch. You did a lot of good things, and you have things to work on, so that's good. All right, cool. Cringe outro time. YouTube, thank you so much for watching Warwick gameplay. Pretty cut and dry replay, but it's still very informative. If you liked it, click the sub button, click some videos. It's Neace. I love ya, etc. Yeah, I don't really know what to say here, so I'm just gonna say peace cracks. Peace cracks. Later, guys.